Whew. You don't know how much time it took me to make all this. The talking scene. I just made it this morning. And shut it. Shut it, Konami. Shut it. No? Bad? Bad, Konami. Bad. Whew. But yeah, you don't know how much time it took me to make all this. Oh my god, I had to learn how to use the webcams, how to put the webcams on a scene, how to crop said scene, because if you change and try to crop a webcam individually, you can only use the webcam once in the whole OBS. You cannot use the webcam multiple times on multiple places. Also, Konami, will you fucking shut it for a second? Play some music. Stop playing the intro cutscene. But yeah, you can only use the webcam once, which means that if I crop the webcam to make it look like this, it will look like this on this scene, and you will be seeing this part of me instead of seeing the whole thing. And it was a fucking ordeal. It was a fucking ordeal, let me tell you. But I made it. I did it. It's done. It's over. Fucking hell, it took forever. Did I tweet? Did I tweet? I think I did. Please tell me I tweet. Yes, I did. Oh fuck. Oh man, this took forever. This took fucking forever. Okay, let's leave the chat in there, the OBS in here. Let's make the OBS slightly smaller so I can see the whole chat. And let's enjoy Metal Gear Solid. Finally, because man, I've been waiting to play this game forever. I've been playing Metal Gear 1 and 2, and man, it took me forever. I have it reversed today because usually I have the game on this screen, but today I have the game on that screen, which means that I'm going to be looking that way a lot. The good thing is that if I want to talk to you, I can always do this. I cannot believe how long it took me to make this fucking scene. It's fucking unbelievable. But it's done, and I also have this. Konami, please, will you stop doing that? Let me talk to the people in the stream. No? Okay, whatever, Konami. Also, apparently I can change the scenes without going out of the game, so nice. Oof. Why am I looking at this screen? I have to look at this. This one has like 2 seconds of the... Does it? It doesn't. I could play the game on the OBS. Tempting, but not. Prefer to play the game on full screen. Scruffy Chef. Welcome to the stream! And I'm glad you enjoyed all this. Man, it took forever. I like it. I'm glad you like it. Okay, again, for new people, like for example you, Scruffy Treff, I've been playing the whole franchise, and I finally reached Metal Gear Solid 1 because I played Metal Gear 1 and Metal Gear 2. So finally we are on one game I know.
I should have known you were behind this, Colonel.
That's no way to greet an old war buddy, Snake.
What do you want from me?
It's slightly smaller, so you can see the text.
Invited? That's what you call sending armed soldiers after me?
Sorry if they were a little rough with you. But we've got a serious situation here. Only you can get us out of it.
I'm retired from Foxhound. You're not my commander anymore, and I don't have to take orders from you or anyone else.
You will take these orders. I know it.
Excuse me.
Who's this?
Dr. Naomi Hunter. She's chief of
God, I
Foxhound's
hate
medical
Naomi
staff
so much.
and an expert in gene therapy.
Are you military?
No,
I just fucking
civilian.
started the game
I've
and I
been
already
sent
hate
here
her.
from ATGC. Pleasure to meet you, Snake. Don't
I would
worry.
say the
this
same, but I
injection
would be
won't
lying.
hurt a bit.
What's the shot for?
Hey, thanks
What's
for the
wrong?
follow, Scruffy.
You don't like shots?
Played the games tons of times, maybe
Snake,
able to
listen
help
up.
out if you ever need it.
It all went down
Scruffy,
5 hours
this is
ago.
my favorite
Heavily
franchise.
armed
I've played the
soldiers
games
occupied Shadow Moses
a
Island,
lot of times.
a remote island off
The
the
problem
coast
was
of
that
Alaska.
the MSX ones, I didn't
What
really
soldiers?
remember what to do, but
Next
trust me,
generation
I know this
special
game by heart,
forces,
but I
led
appreciate
by
the offer,
members of
and I
Unit
thank you
Foxhound.
for the follow.
They've presented Washington
God,
with a
I
single demand,
really wanted to
and they
reach
say that
Metal
if it
Gear
isn't
Solid 1
met,
because I
they'll
really
launch a
know this
nuclear
game,
weapon.
the MSX ones. Man,
nuclear
I've played
weapon?
those games
I'm afraid
10 plus
so.
times, and I still
You
don't
see, the
remember
island
what
is
to
the
do or
site of a
where to
secret
do it.
nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Foxhound hijacking a nuclear weapon?
Now you understand how serious the situation is. You'll have 2 mission objectives. First, you're to rescue the DARPA chief,
Also,
Donald Anderson, and the president of Armstech, Kenneth Baker. They're both being held as hostages.
Those are some heavy-duty hostages.
Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to launch a nuclear strike and stop
got
them
it.
if
Can't
they
wait to
do.
watch along the way.
Any questions?
Can't
Snake?
wait to see you on chat along the way.
I haven't even said whether
But
I
thank you
accept
for
this
being
mission.
here.
Well, you can make up your mind after you hear more about the situation.
And I think this is the ending of the briefing? Yeah, this is the ending of the briefing. No, that was the mission description. We have these 3 to watch. No? Oh, it was
Colonel, I
taking
don't
some
work
time
for
to
the
load.
government anymore. Let me go back to Twin Lakes.
Why, Snake? Is your life in Alaska all
Hi there,
free?
Turtle. Welcome to the stream.
There's a dog sled race this week. Next Saturday, I have to be in Anchorage.
The Iditarod? The longest sled race in the world? When did you become a dog musher?
Right now, my 50 huskies are my only family. I've got to take care of them.
Fucking 50 huskies. Who has so many
Don't worry
dogs?
about your dogs.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, Snake, but this vessel is headed for the Bering Sea. There's no room for debate.
I told you, even if I do owe you, I don't owe anything to this army or this country.
You will accept this assignment.
Why should I be stupid enough to do that? I'm no patriot.
Snake, there's enough dirt in your file from your days as an agent to keep you in the
Last time I
stockade
played
until you're a
myself was
very
about
old
like
man.
20 years
Oh, I
ago.
see.
My
Blackmail.
god,
No,
last time you
Snake.
played this game
I
was
prefer to
almost
look
when
at
it
as
came out.
helping you come to a decision more easily. But anyway, I know you better than that. You take this assignment even without the threat.
Why do you say that?
You're a natural-born soldier. You're not the grow old gracefully type. It's the same for all of us who've seen real action. The only place we can feel truly alive is on the battlefield.
Pretty much so.
I'm a soldier too. I know those feelings of powerlessness, frustration that you feel every day. You've tried to play the Boy Scout out there in Alaska, but you can't race dogs in the snow forever. Why don't you come back to us?
let me try and we will see if I can race dogs in the fucking
My
snow
life
forever
is
or
some
not.
kind of a joke?
Snake, I just want to give you back your purpose in life.
His purpose is racing dogs right now. Didn't you hear? He has 50 huskies. That's his fucking purpose. Okay, infiltration method. Detailed information. I think I already saw that this one. This one is the first one.
It's been a long time, Snake.
Yeah, it's been a long time, Snake. Okay. The mission method. If it wants to load, because it's not loading. I had to press right and then circle. Yeah, I'm getting old. I'm getting old.
Tell me about the nuclear weapon disposal facility.
The disposal facility includes a hardened underground base. Even with our most advanced intelligence gathering equipment,
How are the
we can't
volumes,
tell what's happening
Turtle?
inside.
So someone needs to penetrate, gather intelligence, and report back. Sounds like a spy movie. What's the insertion method?
Well, an air insertion is impossible.
Not with this storm going on.
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
Approach?
Yes, within a few miles of it. The facility is equipped with sonar detection capabilities. They'd be able to hear our engine or propeller noise.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV.
Launch.
Same as a torpedo, only this has no propulsion device of its own. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim.
You want me to swim in sub-zero Alaskan water?
Don't worry. That suit represents the latest advances in polythermal technology. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes.
Wow,
This is a top
OSP?
secret black op.
On
Don't
Metal
expect
Gear,
any
when
official
when
support.
does that happen? Time limit.
What's the time limit?
24 hours.
Can you just,
say they'll launch
just
after
show me the
24
whole
hours.
thing, and then I can
They say
rewatch
where
it
the target will be.
individually.
So far, they haven't mentioned the target.
When did the countdown start?
5 hours ago.
Okay, all this is seen. Person in charge.
Colonel, who are you speaking for?
Naturally, I'm representing the U.S. government.
So who's in supervisory control of this operation?
The President of the United States.
Which means that the President must be meeting with his top aides in the map room about now, huh?
No, at this point, they're still video conferencing with each other.
If that's a real nuclear warhead, shouldn't they issue a COG?
Not yet. The Secretary of Defense has operational control and is fully aware of the situation. After you infiltrate, if you determine they possess nuclear launch capabilities, a COG will be issued.
Well, if they haven't relocated to the nuclear shelter under Mount Washington, I suppose there isn't that much reason to worry yet. Is the National Security Agency in on this?
Yes. So is the DIA, the Defense Intelligence Agency.
The DIA? I'm starting to get a bad feeling about this.
They'll be sending us some support.
We don't need desk jockeys.
It's
We
funny
need a
that they are
nuclear
talking
weapons
about the
specialist.
president like
Of
it's
course.
not fucking
The
Solidus
nuclear
Snake.
weapons specialist has already been assigned to us.
You know that guy that looks a lot like you but older?
We need backup from a specialist. I'm just an amateur when it comes to nuclear weapons.
I know.
Where is the camera aiming?
That's why
Oh,
I'm
okay.
requesting
They were
assistance of a
opening
military
space for it.
analyst named Nastasha Romanenko. She'll be providing you backup by codec.
A female analyst?
She's built up an impressive record as an advisor for the Nuclear Emergency Search Team. Contact her if you have any questions. She's also an expert on high-tech weapons.
Where's she working from?
At her home in Los Angeles.
California. Seems like 1,000,000 miles away.
Not a million miles, but pretty far away from Alaska. Campbell.
Colonel, you're retired. Why are you involved in this?
Because there aren't many people who know Foxhound as well as I do.
Is that really the only reason?
I've been soldiering for a long time. I don't know anything else. I guess even though I'm getting a little old, I still love to be in the field.
Colonel, you're a lousy liar. Tell me the real reason.
Okay, Snake. Sorry. I'll be frank.
I can believe the first time I played this game, I never watched the briefing, and I was like,
My
what?
niece, Meryl.
Who is this woman? Meryl? What is she doing here? Well, I mean, the
What was your
briefing
niece
kind
doing
of spoils the game a bit, but
Several soldiers were reported missing the day of the revolt. And my niece was one of those called in as an emergency replacement.
She looks like you.
She's my little brother's girl. He died in the Gulf War. And since then, I've been watching after her.
Personal motive, Colonel. That's not very soldierly.
I'm retired. I'm just an old man now. And I'm your friend.
in your face, Snake.
Since when are we friends?
I've thought of us as friends since the fall of Zanzibar.
You know, last week,
My
last
personality, I don't
Wednesday.
have too many friends.
That's what I trust about you. It's what makes you human. Please,
Also, you were
Snake,
involved in Zanzibar?
save my niece, Meryl.
All I remember is
All
fucking
right.
calling you and
But
you
I
not
have two
answering, you
conditions.
son of a bitch.
Name them.
One, no more secrets between us. I want complete disclosure
Try
at
to
all
think
times.
like a
Two,
game dev
I'll only
or
accept
an
orders
architect.
directly from you, Colonel. No
They
cutoffs
might be
involved,
hiding
okay?
things.
Agreed.
Fucking
That's
asshole.
why I was called. But one thing,
What?
I'm not a colonel anymore. Just a retired old warhorse.
I understand, Colonel.
I'm going to call you that way anyway because I want to. And the woman I hate.
That doctor, is she part of this operation too?
She was in charge of Foxhound's gene therapy. She knows more about those men than anyone else.
You mean you've seen them naked?
Make no mistake, I'm not a nurse. I'm a scientist.
By the way, what was that injection for?
It's a combination of nanomachines and an anti-freezing peptide so that your blood and other bodily fluids don't freeze, even at subarctic temperatures.
Nanomachines.
Not just one kind, either.
You're going to
There are
hear that
different
word
types which
a
will
lot
replenish
of
the
times,
supply of
Snake.
adrenaline, nutrition,
Get
and
used to
sugar
it.
in the bloodstream.
Now I don't have to worry about food.
Also, is
I
it
also put
not
some
loading the
nootropics
chat?
in there.
Say what?
Nootropics. A class of drugs which will help improve your mental functioning.
It'll make me smarter, huh?
No, it is loading the
Anything
chat.
else?
Okay.
Yes. Benzedrine. It's a type of stimulant. It'll keep you alert and responsive for 12 straight hours.
That was quite a cocktail. Anything else in there?
Those nanomachines will also keep your Codex batteries charged up.
Okay.
I guess I can call you when I'm ready to go on a diet.
You're welcome.
It's funny because Snake, Solid Snake to be more specific, clearly evolves throughout the wrong scene. Okay, the chat is in there, but I don't know if you can see it clearly. Let me check on full screen. Yeah, on full screen is easier to see. I have to change the color of the text when I'm using this type of chat. I think that white text would be better for this. But yeah, you can see a clear evolution on Solid Snake and how he behaves in general, compared to how he was to, for example, Gustava and the other women in Metal Gear 1 and 2. He's still kind of a prick. He doesn't treat women how they should be treated, but he's kinda better now than before. Then again, he was raised on the 70s, 80s. So, well, on the 80s, more like on the 80s. So, I can kind of see where his personality comes from, but at the same time doesn't mean I like it. I like some traits of his personality, but I don't really like how he treats women.
The chief of DARPA and the president of an arms manufacturing company. What business do they have at a
Sigint?
nuclear weapons disposal facility?
The truth is that secret exercises were being conducted at the time the terrorist group attacked.
Must be extremely important exercises if those two were directly involved. Were they testing some kind of new advanced weapon?
No,
privy to that
why would they do
information.
that?
Do we know exactly where they're being held?
The DARPA chief has also been injected with the mini-transmitter. As you get closer, you should be able to pick up his location on your radar.
Man, the fucking tapes were shit. It's like,
Do they
let's
really
record
have the ability
5
to launch
seconds.
a nuclear missile?
They say they do. They even gave us the serial number of the warhead they plan to use.
Was the number confirmed?
I'm afraid so. At the very least, they've got their hands on a real nuclear warhead.
Isn't there some kind of safety device to prevent this type of terrorism?
Yes.
There should
Every
be.
missile and warhead in our arsenal is equipped with a PAL, which uses a discrete detonation code.
PAL.
Permissive Action Link. The safety control system built into all nuclear weapon systems. But even so, we can't rest easy.
Why not?
Because the DARPA chief knows the detonation code.
But even if they have a nuclear warhead, it must have been removed from its missile. All the missiles on these disposal sites are supposed to be dismantled. It's not that easy
Supposed
to
to.
get your hands on an ICBM.
That used to be true. But since the end of the Cold War, you can get anything if you have enough money and the right connections.
You mean Amazon? No, wait, Amazon is later. Sorry, I will stop with the jokes. It's just that I know this game and I want to
How
joke
well are
about
these
it.
terrorists? I know there was an exercise going on at the time they revolted.
They're heavily armed, I'm afraid.
What about their battle experience?
The 6 members of Foxhound in charge are all hardened veterans. They're tough enough to eat nails and ask for seconds.
I wouldn't expect anything less from Foxhound.
The others are next-generation special forces. They're not your average grunts either.
So you mean they can see like 4 pixels below their head? Unlike the ones in Zanzibar land. Okay.
So what exactly are they demanding?
A person's remains.
Remains?
That's right. To be more accurate,
Big
cell
boss.
specimens which contain the individual's genomic information.
Cell specimens? Why would they want that?
The terrorists need them. You see, these next-generation special forces have been strengthened through gene therapy.
Strengthened?
You've heard of the Human Genome Project. They've been mapping the human genome, and they're nearly finished. Following up on this research, the military has been working towards identifying those genes which are responsible for making effective soldiers.
There are genes that do that?
Yes, and using gene therapy, they're able to transplant those genes into regular soldiers.
That doesn't make sense.
Gene therapy?
But whatever game.
With gene therapy, we can remove those genes which we know may lead to sickness or disease, and at the same time splice in genes with beneficial effects, such as resistance to cancer, for example.
In other words, we can overcome all sorts of genetic diseases. and at the
Welcome
same
to the
time
stream,
add genetic
Free
characteristics
Brittany.
as desired.
Okay. And so if you knew what genes were responsible for making the perfect soldier, you could implant them in the same way, right?
Yes, we could.
But it all depends on being able to
I love the
isolate
voice
and
of Naomi.
identify those soldiers'
Even though I
genes.
don't like
And in order
Naomi,
to do
I
that,
love
it's
her
helpful
voice.
if you can study the genomic information of one of the greatest soldiers ever.
I think the reason I hate Naomi so much is that I really dislike it. I really dislike her voice in Spanish, which is what I played this game for the first time in Spanish, and I really hated the voice they gave Naomi, because it was really, she was an asshole. She is an asshole throughout the game, but with her English voice is more enjoyable, kind of. I don't fucking know.
One of the greatest soldiers ever?
The man they call the greatest warrior of the 20th century.
You don't mean Big Boss.
That's That's right.
Of course they're
We've been
talking
working
about Big
feverishly
Boss.
to identify the genes responsible for his incredible combat skill. So far, we've discovered about 60 of the so-called soldier genes.
So his body was recovered
Speaking of
after all.
Yes, and his cells have remained frozen in a cryo
Big Boss.
His genomic information is a priceless treasure to mankind.
Priceless to the military, perhaps.
His body was burned severely, but it was possible to
Yeah,
restore his
sorry
DNA
about that.
profile from just a single strand of his hair.
You people are amazing.
The only thing I could
And then
do
you're
was
gonna
get a
transplant those
can
genes
of
into
spray
soldiers?
and a fucking
Yes.
lighter.
We'll use a process that I discovered called gene targeting. The strongest soldiers don't become what they are by acquiring their skills through training or experience. We now know that hereditary factors are far more crucial for creating superior soldiers.
Snake, we can't give them his body. It's potentially more dangerous than all the nuclear warheads on that island put together.
I hear the terrorists are calling themselves the Sons of Big Boss.
The sons
Wow.
of Big Boss.
I mean, he was the CEO of Foxhound, so calling themselves the Sons of Big Boss makes sense.
Tell me about these next generation special forces.
They started out as an anti-terrorist special ops unit, made up of former members of biochem units, technical escort units, and the nuclear emergency surge team. Their purpose was to respond to threats involving next-generation weapons of mass destruction, including NBC weapons.
Until they were added, that is.
They.
Who's they?
These guys didn't start out as regular army.
Looks like a pretty international group. Mercenaries?
Yeah, and it gets worse. Most of them were from a merc agency that I think you're familiar with. They were part of Big Boss's private guard. And after Big Boss went down, the military just bought out all their contracts.
Okay.
Outer heaven.
After that, they were merged with our own VR unit, Force 21, and retrained. If you ask me, these so-called next-generation special forces should be called simulated soldiers. They have no real battle experience.
They are all riding?
Players, huh?
Don't forget they've all been strengthened with gene therapy. They carry genes which make them excellent soldiers. Don't get careless just because they don't have much experience.
I thought using genetically modified soldiers was prohibited by international law.
Yes, but those are just declarations, not actual treaties.
The interesting thing is that nearly every member of the unit conspired in this attack.
I want to play the game. I want to play the game. I still have to watch a half an hour cutscene.
How could an entire
Besides
unit be
all this.
subverted to rebellion?
They're calling it a revolution.
Since they all went through the same gene therapy, they probably felt closer than brothers. They see the unit as their only family.
The sons of Big Boss. But if they
I'm
were
running out of
regular
coffee.
Army, they must have been interviewed periodically by army counselors.
According to their files, they all got straight A's on their psychological tests. They all seemed like fine, upstanding, patriotic soldiers.
But they all took part in the uprising?
No, several people didn't show up on the day of the exercise. That's why there was a resupply of troops.
Was there any sign recently that something might be wrong?
There was a report a month ago that they were acting strangely.
Apparently they consulted classified information about the soldier genes and performed their own gene therapy experiments.
They can do that even without you?
Well, our gene therapy process is almost completely automated. And besides that, they're all geniuses with IQs over 180.
That makes
Even
sense.
the existence of this genome army is a national secret of the highest order. We've been hoping to investigate this thing quietly and deal with it behind closed doors.
Foxhound. High-tech special units, Foxhound.
High-Tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of. An elite group combining firepower and expertise. They're every bit as good as when I was commanding them.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mantis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, a beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy octopus. Master
Also,
of disguise. Vulcan Raven.
for
Giant
for
in shape,
anyone that
and
heard me
Revolver
saying
Ocelot,
the name of the
specialist in
user that just came
formidable
to the stream.
gunfighter.
Looks like
Yeah,
a
I
lovely
don't
bunch
know
of
who the
folks.
fuck Brittany
Too
Samura
bad
is
we'll be
or
meeting
what
under
she
these
did.
circumstances.
And finally, in charge of them,
I'm not
Foxhound
condoning anything. I
Squad
just
Leader,
was welcoming
Liquid
someone
Snake.
called that.
Liquid Snake.
Have that in mind.
Yes. And you're the only person who can stand against him.
Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake.
Fucking hell, I
Snake.
knew that was going to
A
happen.
man with the same code name as you.
Tell me what you know.
He fought in the Gulf War as a teenager, the youngest person in the SAS. His job was to track down and destroy mobile Scud missile launching platforms. You were there too, I believe. Didn't you infiltrate Western Iraq with a platoon of Green Berets?
I was just a kid myself back then.
The details are classified, but it seems that originally he penetrated the Middle East as a sleeper for the SIS.
He was a spy for the British Secret Intelligence Service?
But he never once showed his face in Century House. He was taken prisoner in Iraq, and after that there was no trace of him for several years. After you retired, he was rescued and became a member of Foxhound.
Yeah, I mean
Thought that by the time I
that's
left,
what the
there were no
file
longer using
says.
Code names.
I don't know his real name. That information is so highly classified that even I can't look at it. Here's a photo of him. Pretty shocking, huh? His skin tone is different, but otherwise you two are exact duplicates.
I have a twin?
I don't
Wow.
know the details, but it seems so.
You could say the two of you
That's why
are
we really need you for this mission.
twin snakes.
You're the only one who can.
Sorry, I will stop it. I will let you watch the cutscene.
You've got something that he doesn't. I can see it in your eyes.
Why don't I find that thought more comforting?
Sorry, okay, I had to do it. I had to fucking do it. I don't want to play it
Borrow
again.
Your scissors.
What are you going to do?
Don't worry, just gonna clean myself up a little.
Huh?
I don't want to be mistaken for the leader of the terrorists.
Oh, because cutting your hair is going to change a lot, huh? It's not like you have the exact same fucking face. It's not like any person on that terrorist group will go, "Oh, boss, you cut your own hair." Special, no. VR training, no. I think it's special is the briefing of Metal Gear previous operations, yeah. Metal Gear 1 and Metal Gear 2, but we played that, so I don't have to read it. But yeah, I think we can finally play the game. Now the question is, do I punish myself or do I enjoy it? Let's go on normal. I will play it on hard eventually, but not now. I just want to keep playing the franchise. Oh, there is a cutscene on the submarine that tells you pretty much the whole briefing. It doesn't tell you the briefing, but pretty much the whole briefing. You can see it on a cutscene in the submarine before the main menu.
Stay alert. He'll be through here. I know it. I'm going to swat down a couple of bothersome flies.
Bye, Liquid. Sorry.
Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface. But make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
Nice. I cannot see shit on that monitor. Was there another ration around here? No, it's up there. So this one was the only one. Nice. Okay, what are you going to do, asshole? Also, why am I playing on that? Let me check something. No, it covers the whole screen. Fuck. Okay, there should be one coming down there. Yes. No, it's coming to the left. And now it will come down. You're seeing nothing. Bless you. Also, can you... I know you're wearing a balaclava, but can you fucking cover your mouth when you're sneezing? Bless you again. Dude, can you fucking get out of this cycle? I need that ration. Bless you again. Oof, thank you for your contribution. Nope, you heard nothing. Whew. That is close. That is really fucking close. Closer than I would like. Also, I think the number of rations you can carry it's 4. The limit, I think it's 4. No, I think you get a new ration every time you kill a boss, so the limit is like 10 or something like that. 8? 8. My god, I haven't played this game on a long time. So you're going up. You going to turn back down, or is your body going to come here? Nope, your friend is coming here. Not exactly, I forgot there was a fucking tiny fucking water shit in there. Bye. You saw nothing. They saw me. They kinda saw me. Okay. Nice way to start. Oh, good. There is another ration. Can you please stay knocked out? Fuck, Snake, you're so slow. You're not seeing this. It's an hallucination. Why would you be seeing a soldier? I'm not even here. See, not here. You didn't see anyone kicking your asses. Yeah, kinda mistakes were made. I can see how this is going to go. Fuck. I completely forgot about the fucking paddle in there. Doo-doo. Please don't turn here. Please don't turn here. Yes, thank you. So, what are you going to do now? Going down or left? Down. What about you? You fucking bastard! Please don't see me. I got that ration, son of a bitch. Try not to get spotted. Try not to get spotted. Please get on the elevator and not get spotted. Fuck you all. Whew. Hey Mimikyu, welcome to the stream. I can't believe we've been seeing 42 minutes of just briefing. No, Metal Gear, never change. Never fucking change. Terra! Welcome to the stream. Just beat an Uncharted one. Oh, that's nice. I'm going to do a franchise run of Uncharted when I have time, because I'm still doing the franchise run of Metal Gear and the franchise run of Kingdom Hearts, and I did the franchise run of Ace Combat. So my schedule is kind of full right now, but I will do it eventually. But congrats!
Down one bit.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
It's
nice
working.
And dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia.
Just Francis Max Steel.
Take it easy. I'm grateful. If it
Yeah,
weren't for
pretty
your
much.
suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake.
Your
All
face
those
is an
soldiers
anti-freezing
exercise
peptide.
are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh? By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
Behind D. Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
I have no idea, but it looks like our little diversion got their attention. Now's
course
your
it did.
best chance to slip in unnoticed.
Then again, shooting down two F-16s with a hind is pretty fucking hard. There are more probabilities of the 2 F-16s shooting down the hinds than the other way around. To be honest, I have to say that I respect admire how you do the content in both English and Spanish, dude. and it's quality content and ever improving. Keep doing, bro. Oh, Tara, you didn't have to. Look at
There are
that.
only 18 hours
The
left
other
until
way
your
around. Look at
deadline.
that.
You've
That
got
guy
to
is
hurry.
way too much. Also,
Wow,
Colonel, shut
you
up.
must be crazy to fly a hind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry.
Hey, hi,
I
Mei
haven't introduced you to yet. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system. Contact her if you have any questions about either of them.
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor
Nice to
to
meet you,
speak
Mei
to
Ling.
a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so cute.
You're just flattering
Oh,
me.
Snake.
No, I'm serious. Well, I know I won't be bored for the next 18 hours.
Come on. I can't believe I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake.
He hits
But,
on everything.
I'm surprised. You're very frank for a trained killer.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to learning about the man behind the legend. But first, let me explain about your Soliton radar system.
Tutorial.
The white dot in the middle is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision. Be careful, Snake. The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to their gene therapy. Make sure you don't let them see you.
First, I want you to infiltrate the disposal site and look for the DARPA chief.
The DARPA chief was injected with the same GPS transmitting nanomachines as you. He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terrorists. If he's alive, that is.
Snake, your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Yes, it gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing technology.
It is not.
You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar, so contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice.
Yeah, I did
I'm also
back.
in charge of your mission
I did
data.
it back on Zanzibar Land,
Contact me if
and
you want
all
me
I
to
got
record your
was,
current status.
hey, if
My
you don't know what to
frequency
do,
is
think about what a
140.96.
fucking game developer
It's
will
a
do.
dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
Remember, except for your binoculars, you're naked. You need to arm
Naked?
yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First, I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor.
Please
By
don't.
the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
In my
In my
stomach.
stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
You will be
Never
surprised.
know.
On the first game, on Metal Gear 1, it slows down the countdown of the auto-destruction of
If you want
Outer Haven. So
there's the
Outer
front
Heaven.
door.
Outer Haven is a different thing.
It's the fastest way, but there's too much risk of being spotted by the enemy.
I can't just knock on the door and ask them to let me in. There's one sentry on the
I mean,
left
you could
and
try.
one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
Oh, the footprints. My god, I miss this game. Like Vin Diesel in Triple X said,
What about the air
think in
duct near the
PlayStation
door?
dimensions. I've never seen that fucking movie, but I
Should
love
also be
that
a duct
sentence
on the
already.
second floor.
I can't see it from here.
I'll let you decide the best COA. I'm counting on you, Snake.
I think it takes the same amount of time to say COA and to say course of action. So, do I fuck myself up or do I just do the correct thing? Let's risk it. Why not? Oh, that was close. Go back, go back, go back, go back. Shit. Oof. Security camera.
A surveillance camera?
Thank you. Stun grenades. Thank you. What about the guy in there? So if you get through the lower area in the compound, they kinda skip a cutscene that I want to watch. Also, the Sokam is in here, in case you guys didn't know. But yeah, there is a cutscene that I kinda want to watch, and you skip it if you go through the lower entrance. There's also a soldier patrolling in there, but I don't remember the route of that soldier, so I will stay in the truck where I'm safe for now. Ooh. He comes here. I knew it. Are you going around the truck or are you just going back? It's just going back. Okay. I love that the soldier near the lower entrance is just fucking sleeping. That security camera almost got me. As you can see, there is a tiny bit of a permissiveness, to call it something. They are not as hardcore as they should be. If you are on the entrance of the cone, not really on the cone itself, they don't really see you. Just crouch and don't let this guy see you. He's going to turn around. And away he goes. Nice. What?
That base must have some kind of ventilation system to recirculate the air. There should be air ducts around there somewhere.
Yeah, I'm in front of it.
They must need a lot of power to run the base. There's probably a diesel generator somewhere. And since generating electricity requires oxygen, there must be exhaust openings for that too.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
not gonna
right in
believe
front of
this,
it.
But they shot down the F-16s we were using as a diversion with a Hind D.
Yeah,
Then
that's
we got
a
message
fucking
from
miracle.
Liquid. He said if we try something like that again, he'll launch the nuke.
Again,
Snake,
I know
hurry
that
up and get in
Liquid
there.
is a
That
good
Hind
soldier,
will be
but
coming back soon.
shooting down 2 F-16s with a Hind, that's highly unlikely. That's something, either the Hind pilots were awful and Liquid is fucking amazing, or something happening there, because it makes no fucking sense. But hey, he did it. And away we go. Can't see shit, can't see shit. Also, I got through here because there is an object that you don't get if you go through the lower part.
This is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
Miller?
I quit being a drill instructor, so I moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you. Once in a while, I still help train.
Why
the
do you
Alaskan
sound British?
Scouts.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told me about the situation.
Your father was American and your
Thought I
mother
might be of
Japanese.
some use.
There's no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about survival in a harsh environment. I've lived in
Also,
Alaska
this makes a
longer
lot
than you.
more sense now
So
because
call
they
me if you have any
retcon
questions
Metal Gear
about the
2
flora
Solid
and fauna
Snake,
out here.
and they
My
added
frequency is
Master Miller
141.8
in Metal Gear
soon.
2, so you could call him and he will give you info. But Miller didn't exist back in the MSX days. I love being able to do this. Oh man, this is bringing me back to a lot of childhood memories, and I fucking love it. Mostly the wood ones.
I moved the darker chief to the cell in the first floor basement.
What about the vent shaft cleaning?
They just opened the vent covers. They're about to start spraying for rats.
First floor basement ventilation shaft.
Shut those covers as soon as they're done spraying. Also, keep your eye on that woman in the cell. Don't get careless now.
Woman in the cell?
Yeah, Meryl.
Did something happen?
There's an intruder.
Really?
He's already done 3 people.
They know I'm here.
He's killed 3 people?
I didn't kill them, they were knocked out.
Say he's using stealth, too.
Stealth.
There's an intruder besides me?
Yes.
Anyway, I want you to increase the security detail on the chief.
I wonder who he is. Man, I have to look. I have to seriously look on the on the OBS screen, because on my actual screen I don't see shit. I literally cannot see where I'm going. It's super dark. Thank God OBS has a higher brightness. What? Press the action button to go downstairs.
Press the action button to drop down.
I know. Did you seriously call me just to tell me that? Wait, the action button is square. It's actually circle, but... What?
Use the elevator to change floors.
That's what
There should
they are
be a
made
cargo
for. Yeah,
elevator
I
that you
know
can
how
take
they
down
work.
Somewhere around there. Try to find it.
There is a thing, Snake. There is a thing. I don't know if you have heard of it. There is a thing called elevator, and you use it to go through floors. You get it? I think you do. You use it to go up and down through floors. Of course, no one is hearing the extremely loud person walking upstairs. Okay, for this door is a level 5 and it closes if you get in through the lower area. And you can get the thermal goggles, I think either the thermal or the night vision goggles in here. Thermal goggle, yeah. Nice. There's a soldier downstairs. I still don't have any security guards, don't I? Nope. So level 1 doors are not a thing. Just start using the D-pad instead of using the joystick, because I'm going to get caught if I keep using the joystick. Also gotta be careful with the soldiers down here. Hey, welcome to the stream, Jomon 487? Should probably hide before saying hi to people. Okay, so it is already on this side. Aye. Okay. So being careful with this guy, waiting for this guy to go left. Should be free to go through here without the other guy seeing me. I think. Yes. I don't think there's anything you can get in here because this one is a level 1 door. Have to be careful with the other guy. But yeah, I don't think you can go anywhere right now except the elevator because you don't have the keycards. B1 or B2? B1, B2 is the storage area. B1 is the cell area. Well, they are kinda offices, not really cells. Also, there is a way to glitch the game and skip like half of the game.
He's the green dot. Hurry and rescue
If
him.
you glitch the game in here, you can skip most of it. But I'm not going to do that. We are going to play the entire game. Oh god, there is a green dot? Oh, he doesn't hear it. No, that's from... Yeah, that's from Metal Gear Solid 2. What I was trying to do is from Metal Gear Solid 2, not Metal Gear Solid 1. A door I cannot open. A ration in the vent. The glitch exactly in this vent that I'm not going to use. Use the action button to climb the fucking ladder.
Snake, if you want to go up or down a ladder, just press the action button by the ladder.
You already told me that when I was getting in, Campbell. I already know how it works. There's a glitch. Well, glitch. An Easter egg that we are going to try. Just because.
Oh, kinda damn cold. I hate Alaska. Boy, oh boy, that woman is built all right.
Oh, shut it, Johnny. Also, I cannot believe I didn't pick the ammo. I have a gun. Should be picking the ammo, probably. Cannot believe they did that Easter egg. How would they... There is an Easter egg. No, that's not the Johnny on the toilet. Is not the Easter egg. The Easter egg is something about metal. But I cannot really believe who would have found. They must have leaked the Easter egg. There is no way someone would find the Easter egg on their own.
Is that a woman? Not him.
Is that a woman? I've never seen one in my entire life. We are going back out. I'm back in, I'm back out, I'm back in, I'm back out. Only once? Oh, I thought I had to do it more times. I was checking how many times do I have to get in and out of the vent. And it seems it's only once. I thought it was more. I thought I had to get in and out like 3 or 4 times. Then it's easier for someone to find that kind of Easter egg. I thought it was way more than once. No, now she's on the floor instead of on the bed. It's more than once. And I'm out of coffee. Back out. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Can we see the emotes on the chat scene? Yes, we can see the emotes on the chat. Man, for something I made in half an hour, I gotta say, this looks pretty decent. It took me half an hour before the stream to make that. If it took me a day or two, that would be fucking amazing. Now she's on the wall, stretching her leg. Back out. Okay, Twitter, what do you have to say for yourself? Dun, dun, dun. Oh, thanks for the spam, Terra. This is more like what I remember the Easter egg being. Having to get in and out like 27 fucking times. It's actually like 3 or 4. And there she is. She doesn't have pants now. She's on her panties. That is the Easter egg. Are you happy now, you perverts? Are you happy now? What can you possibly want now?
Snake, the DARPA chief's signal is coming from somewhere in that area. Isn't there some place to drop down?
I mean,
Take
there
a
are
look
only
around in
2 vents.
first-person view mode.
There are only 2 vents, so if it is not your niece, it's the other one.
Snake, the DARPA...
Yeah. Jonathan, yes meme. Jonathan, you mean the JoJo meme? The yes! Yeah, wait. Yes!
I'm here to save you.
Are you?
You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
Yeah, you could say that.
What's your outfit?
I'm the pawn they sent here to save your worthless butt.
Really? It's true. You don't look like one of them. In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
You could say that.
Terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
It's possible. They could launch a nuke.
Oh, fuck off.
How do they plan to launch?
he's unable to hear me knocking on the wall, but she's completely able to hear us talking
They
through
shouldn't
it.
have access to a missile.
That is fucking bullshit.
It's classified information. Okay. We're conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A weapon that will change the world.
A weapon called Metal Gear.
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the earth.
That is not
A
really.
nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
Sorry? Someone is knocking on my door. Keep watching the cutscene.
Metal Gear. It can't be.
You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
We've had a couple of run-ins in the past. So that's the reason you were here at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a godforsaken place like this?
I had heard the Metal Gear project was scrapped.
On the contrary, it's grown into a huge joint project between ArmsTech and ourselves. We were going to use this exercise as raw data and then proceed to mass production. If it hadn't been for the revolution.
Revolution?
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex?
Metal Gear Rex. The code name for the new Metal Gear prototype. They're probably already finished arming the warhead they plan to use with Rex. These guys are pros. They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
But I thought that all nuclear warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Oh, you mean PAL? Yes, of course, there is a PAL. It's set up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
Probably going to
There are
take a
2
minute because
passwords?
I think
Yes.
there is a
Baker
delivery
knows
coming.
one, and I know one.
Baker? The president of ArmsTech?
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch. But they found out my password.
You talked?
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You can't resist.
Psycho Mantis?
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
This is bad.
It's just a matter of time before they get Baker's too.
If they find out Baker's password...
Yes, they'll be able to launch a nuke anytime. But there is a way to stop the launch.
What?
The card keys.
Card keys?
They were designed by ArmsTech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
And if I do that?
Yes. You can stop the launch.
That card key.
So where are the keys?
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys. Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
2nd floor basement?
I heard the guards say they moved him to an area that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yes, they cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color? Here, take this. It's my ID card. It'll open any level 1 security
Okay,
door.
I'm back.
It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electrical field.
Where are they?
Personal area network, huh?
It transmits data using the salts in your body as the transmission medium. As you approach the door's security devices, they'll read the data stored in the card.
And the doors will open automatically. Gotcha.
But you have to equip the keycard.
Okay. I'm gonna get you out of here.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
No.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
So does the White House plan to give in to the terrorists' demands?
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon? What is it?
Oh my god, I just remembered a fucking parody I made like years ago. Mixing Metal Gear and Gravity Falls. And this is one of the scenes I fucking use. Oh man. It's good to be young, but I'm not anymore.
Dead.
No,
Naomi,
this in this
the
game
chief.
is just
What
twing.
happened?
In
I
Metal
don't
Gear Solid
know.
2 is the
It
twing
looked like
twing.
a heart attack, but
A heart attack? No.
A heart attack.
Are you
It's not like it happens a lot throughout the game.
Absolutely not. Snake, you've got to understand. This op is security level red. You need the highest security clearance to get access to the complete file.
You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
I told you, the Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support. Snake.
So
we
why
don't
the
have
fuck are
time
you
to
here?
debate. Get out of there and find President Baker.
President Troy Baker? Look at the radar. Yeah, I saw you going there. Okay, just a second, because I have to show you something. You remember that I had this. This is my graphics card. But if I install this graphics card, this screen, the one I'm using to see the game right now, I cannot use it because it's a VGA connector. And this graphics card doesn't take VGA. It only takes HDMI. So I was waiting for the new screen to come so I could install the graphics card and use it. I've been using the computer without a graphics card forever. So here I am with my new Samsung 24 inches monitor that I will install this afternoon. And this afternoon I will also clean this entire room and install the graphics card. Whew. Ta-da! Welcome to the stream, Orion ID Force. GG, GG indeed, GG indeed. Also, we are about to face the first boss battle in the game. The model of the graphics card or the monitor? So your PC 100% will be a monster now then. Orionidas. Okay, read it in Spanish. Welcome to the stream, Orionidas. The graphics card is an Sapphire. It's a fucking Radeon Sapphire. And the screen is a Samsung Essential Curve Monitor of 24 inches. But yeah, I will install all of this in the afternoon. Now we have to face our first boss battle. So let's get from under the bed and just face it. Let's make myself tad bit smaller. Okay, will you stop that? Thank you. It's not from here. I see you. I see you doing that. You're not surprising me. Seriously, Meryl, I'm seeing you. You're not surprising me. I mean, if it's going to make you happy to pretend I'm surprised.
Don't move. So you killed the chief.
I
Bastard.
didn't?
Liquid?
I don't want to be mistaken for the leader of the terrorists.
Oh, because cutting your hair is going to change a lot, huh?
No, you're not.
I told you cutting your hair was not going to make them not understand that you are not Liquid.
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person?
If I cut my hair, they will
Your
not
hands are
think
shaking.
I am the leader of the terrorists, he said.
Can you shoot me,
The
rookie?
first person that actually sees
I'm
his
no
face
Liar.
thought
That
exactly
nervous
that he
glance,
was Liquid.
That scared look in your eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw them. You've never shot a person, am I right?
You talk too much.
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
I told you I'm no rookie.
You're not one of them, are you?
Open that door. You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here.
Looks
Do
like
we
we'll
have
be
to
a
get the
little
hell out of here?
delayed. What are you doing? Don't
Shoot.
think. Shoot!
And rations. Mary, shoot them! Fuck off. Do something.
What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie.
You are a rookie.
Telling you, shoot!
Dun, 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 dun. They never expect that. Man, it's been years and they never expect that. I'm almost out of bullets, Meryl. Fuck. Shoot them. Do something, for fuck's sake. And grenades in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, try again. Man, I cannot remember how many times I've done this boss fight.
Thanks for the help.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Wait!
Close enough, aiming to their cannons. If they shoot both bullets, will bounce and kill each other with a headshot. Probably.
You fool! You've killed him! I'm sorry, sir.
His mental shielding was very strong. I could not dive into his mind.
Now we'll never get that detonation code.
Boss, I have a good idea.
Do you? Fan service in... No, wait, the fan service already happened. Hey, hi, Zico Mantis. I miss you, buddy.
Good girl. Just like that.
What?
Naomi, I just had some kind of hallucination. Is
Did
it from
you?
the nanomachines?
No, Snake. The nanomachines are functioning properly.
Are
So
they?
what was it?
It must have been psychometric interference coming from Psycho Mantis, Foxhound's psychic. Think of it as a mental feedback loop.
So that was Mantis.
It's funny because I always thought as a kid that Snake knew all the Foxhound people, but they clearly tell you that they joined after Snake went away. Just notice that there is a vent going exactly to the place where you break the game. If you follow that vent that is closed, it takes you to the glitch area. So maybe it was not really a glitch, it was more like a shortcut, but only the devs knew about it. Also, Johnny, you are going to catch a cold if you... Johnny, my dude. Get out of the floor, dude, you are going to catch a cold. Also, I don't remember in which, I think it was on the Japanese version, could have been. He was not naked, he was in underwear. But here he's fucking butt naked. Which means that either he didn't have underwear or Meryl is wearing Johnny's underwear right now. And full on ammo. Nice. And we are going to get the suppressor on the next stream. I'm sorry, lads. I have to end this one here. If I want to play Animal Crossing right now, I have to start changing the wires. I have to plug the switch and all that. So I have to end this one here. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope I will see you on... No, wait. There's a thing you have to see before I close it. I just remembered that in this game, when you save, there are conversations. So, memory card 1. Nice.
Snake, remember what the Gaul said. The graveyards are full of indispensable men. Snake, you're all alone and surrounded by bad guys. Try to be careful and avoid getting into a fight whenever you can.
You're right. Wow, you know all sorts of great quotes, don't you?
Well, both my parents are from Guangdong, China, but I was born and raised in America.
And why is your accent so thick if you were born and raised in America?
I'll share some more quotes with you if you like.
I'm looking forward to it. But to tell you the truth, I'd like to learn more about you.
Well, I'll think about it.
I mean, she's just a second gen, but even being a second gen, her accent is way too sick. It's funny because usually that happens on the Spanish localization. They give accents to everyone, but the Spanish Mei Ling doesn't sound as Chinese as this Mei Ling. I don't know how the Japanese voice of Mei Ling sounded like. Maybe she had an accent. I don't know. Anyway, again, I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I hope I will see you on the next episode of Metal Gear or whatever we are doing. If you understand Spanish, you are more than welcome to be here in, like, let's say half an hour. I don't know. Half an hour. And I'm going to play Animal Crossing in Spanish for an hour or two. So I hope I will see you there. See ya!